Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's make a fall cardigan. It's a very easy pattern. I hope you will enjoy it. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, and let's begin. The yarn for the cardigan that I am going to be using is the Stitch Studio by Nicole Earth Tone. It's a medium 4, requires a 5mm hook, but I used a 5.5 for drapiness. This does not, this used to be AC Moore cream. AC Moore is not here anymore, but I still have a bunch of yarn left. So this is going to be, and see, this was one new, and I had some other leftover yarn. I would say for my size, so what do we have, 280 grams. I think I used 5 or 600 grams. I would probably say 600 grams to be safe. What is it, 10 ounces? Probably 20 ounces for sizes medium, large, and take more or less from my size for small, extra large, etc. This is my sleeve count. But yeah, and as I said, a 5.5mm hook. And if you're ready to learn how to crochet this cardigan, give this video a thumbs up, grab your yarn, crochet hook, let's get to work. The pattern calls for multiples of 10 plus 5 at the end. So I have here 25. Double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook and add one more double crochet into the next chain. Now we have 3 double crochets. Chain 3, skip 2, 1 single crochet into the next 3. And this is how you are going to be alternating. Chain 3, skip 2, 1 double crochet into the next 3. And so on till the end of your row. Chain 3, skip 2, 1 single crochet into the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, skip 2, 1 double crochet into the last 3 chains. That is row number 1. Turn, chain 1, 1 single crochet in each double crochet. Chain 3, 1 double crochet in each single crochet. Super easy. That's all it is, all the way till the end of the row. Chain 3, single crochet in each of the double crochets. Chain 3, double crochets into the single crochets. And chain 3, single crochet in each of the double crochets. So you'll put into the double crochets and into the third chain from the beginning. Turn, and there's your repeat. Chain 3 counts as a double crochet. 2 more double crochets, 1 in each of the single crochets. Chain 3, single crochet into the double crochets. Very, very easy. Chain 3, double crochets into the single crochets. Chain 3, single crochets into the double crochets. And chain 3, double crochets into the single crochets. And here's our zigzag forming. So now when you turn, chain 1, single crochet in each of the double crochets. Chain 3, double crochets into the single crochets. Chain 3, single crochets into the double crochets. Chain 3, double crochets into the single crochets. Chain 3, single crochets into the 2 double crochets and into the third chain from the beginning. And that is it. That's all the pattern for the stitch. A repeat of 2 rows. So to finish off, like the cardigan has on top, to enforce it, so what I did is whatever row I ended with, I think I ended with the single crochets. So chain 3, double crochet like you would start it, the regular row. Here we skipped 2 chains, so I'm going to put 2 double crochets into the chain 3 arch, then 3 double crochets here. Even though they are double crochets, we're still putting double crochets. And again 2 double crochets into the chain 3 space. Double crochets into the single crochets. Two double crochets into the chain 3 space. So on you will go till the end of the row, putting double crochets in each of these and 2 double crochets into the chain 3, and finish it off with 3 double crochets, 1 in each of the last stitches. And then you will turn and put double crochets, continue putting double crochets. So this is basically the skeleton, let's say, of the cardigan. Yeah, so you will chain 3 and double crochet into the next stitch and double crochet into each double crochet till the end, and you will make this part as large as you want, and this part is the bottom. Okay, this is the back of the cardigan, and it is about 27 inches, but it depends how wide you want to make yours, and it's a rectangle. So I started at the bottom, worked all the way up, and here this is going to be at the top, just to have a little more reinforcement there. And these are the sides. Okay, let's spread it, and this is not ironed or not blocked. This one is 14.5 inches. And all right, you're gonna have to decide where is going to be your right side and your wrong side. This one, where the single crochets are facing me, that's gonna be the right side. So I'm placing the back with the wrong side towards me. On this one, I'm looking, so the single crochets are facing me, so this is going to be this way, and this is the other one, same right here, with the right side towards me. It's going to be this one, and I wanted my sides to overlap more in like a robe type position. So when you lay yours like this, you will have, actually you will have to flip it because you are going to be sewing it, so you will have to put the right side in. Sorry about that. So this is the right side in, and because these are rectangle, it doesn't matter on which side they are going to be. Well, since I have a long tail here, it's gonna move this way, and this is going to be this way. It doesn't matter, like so. And what you are gonna do first is, if you left tails like I did, well, this is no point, you'll sew the shoulders, but start with the outer sides and work in. So what you want to do is kind of sew in a certain amount with a whip stitch. You're going to get 2 from here, 2 loops from one panel, 2 loops from the other panel, and work inwards. Do not cut the yarn, just kind of stop, try it on and see how you like it, how much you want to leave for your neck opening. So you sew these first. Once you sew them, you will put it on and you will try how much you want to leave for your sleeve openings. And sometimes I like to sew from the bottom up, so I can undo or sew more to see how wide the gap I want. Also, if you want to leave slits, obviously you're going to start depending on how wide the slits are going to be, from bottom going up. And as I said, you can stop, try it on, and see how wide you want the armhole to be. And once you are done sewing and trying it on, come back. We are going to work on the next, probably the sleeves. I think it's been a month since I filmed, so coming back to this project, if I remember correctly, we stopped at the sleeve part. So I sewed the shoulder and the sides. I decided not to have slits, so what I did is, just like we added here on the top, I turned the project upside down and I added a couple of rows, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of double crochets all the way around. Yeah, 4 times. You can add however many times you want. So the shoulders are sewn, and this is the sleeve. So this sleeve is already finished. So what I did is also, just like we started the panels, I measured this side, and I made the sleeve. Okay, this is the right side. So it's wide, like I wanted here to be, and just like the panels, I finished with the couple rows of double crochets for extra security. And now what I do is I fold it with the right side in, and using these tails that I left, I am going to sew these together. And I'm not going to show you because I'm sure you know how to sew with a whip stitch. Connect them together, and once it's connected, I will sew it to the armhole. This is how it's going to look like. And once I do all that, I'll attach the sleeve. We'll come back and I will show you how I put the ribbing. All right, this is our sleeve with the right side towards us, and here is the seam. So we will start with a slip knot, and we'll join somewhere in the on the side in a loop. Pull through, and we will chain. You can chain however many you want, depending on how long you want your ribbing to be. This one is only 10 chains. Okay, so we joined, and I will chain 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do one more, 11. Okay, so now we turn, and we will slip stitch in each chain, obviously into the second chain, and slip stitch 1. You're going to have to count your stitches. 2, 3, otherwise you might lose it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so once that is done, now you are going to slip stitch into the stitch of the sleeve, slip stitch once, and slip stitch into the next one, kind of to move to the next stitch. Then turn, and now you're gonna have to put 10 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you will have to slip stitch into the back loop. So there is your V, and into the back loop. 1, into the back loop. 2, and so on till the end of the row. 3. Make sure to do it only into the back loops. And 10. Okay, now turn, and same thing, we're going to chain 1, kind of to go to the next row, and slip stitch into the back loops. Make sure to do it into the first. The chain 1 doesn't count as a slip stitch, it only takes us to the next level. So 1, into the back loop only, 2, and this is how you're gonna be going, 3, 9, and 10. And you got to the end of the row, so you are gonna slip stitch into this stitch to finish off this row, and then into the next stitch to go to the next level and turn. So what I like to do is count the 10 from the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the one I'm working into the back loop. Slip stitch 1, 2, and since you counted them, you don't need to count again because you already know you have 10, but you can always count just to make sure everything is even. And slip stitch into the back loops only. There we go. Now we're gonna turn, and you can see it's working. So you're gonna have to do all the way around. And yes, this type of sleeve cuffs takes forever, but I think it looks neatest. All right, chain 1 and into the back loop. 1, into the back loop, 2, and 10. There we go. Then go into the next stitch here, slip stitch into it, and into the next stitch, slip stitch into it, turn. Okay, so I finished this row. As you can see, I went all the way around. Now I want to slip stitch into the next stitch and into the next stitch. Chain 1 and pull a long tail. I will use it to sew these together. Okay, and I will be taking 2 loops from here and 2 loops from here, and use the whip stitch. All right, let's see. And this is what we're going to be looking at. And if you have a different method how to do it, obviously use that method. I like to sew stuff. And the last 2. And now I am going to take it back. And a couple of steps back to be able to work in the tail. And there we go. That's the sleeve. And this is the finished product. Here are the sleeves, the bottom, the top. I will probably leave this as is. And if you have leftover yarn, you can crochet a belt. Like basically you can make a couple rows of double crochets. This is what I have left. We'll see what I can do with it. Obviously this one needs to be washed, blocked, steamed, whatever you guys do, however you do it. But yeah, this is the cardigan.